Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel video, everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back here together again. And in today's video, we'll be discussing a little bit of a new series. Well, it's not really a series, it's more of a review for upcoming sequel coming out next week, and that is for A Quiet Place 2. And today I'm reviewing A Quiet Place 1. And when this movie came out back in 2018, everybody absolutely loved it, and I kinda missed out on that because, if you guys know, 2018 was the year where movies, where I was getting more invested. I was becoming a fan of movies, and so, I was sort of censored to movies that I know, like Avengers Infinity War. That was like the first movie I watched from 2018. Incredibles 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Christopher Robin, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Aquaman. So I watch movies. In that year, I went to go to the theater to see movies that I knew of, that I saw that, and as I was becoming a fan of movies, I mostly kind of went to go see them just to see, like, if I could do a ranking. Like, Aquaman is kind of the example. Into the Spider-Verse was just to see, and Ralph Breaks the Internet was technically just an honest one because I really liked the trailers and was interested, and plus I love the first Wreck-It Ralph. But anyway, besides talking about 2018 movies, A Quiet Place is known to be like one of the best films of that year. It's like, I just heard, every time I hear people talking about the new sequel coming out, everybody was like, yeah, I'm very excited because they love the first one. And I finally get to talk about A Quiet Place 2, and whenever people mention something, I can actually talk about it. So here are my thoughts on A Quiet Place Part 1. Now, this is a very, very good movie. First off, the concept of this town, of this family. If you're wondering what this light is in front of me, it's actually ads, because I'm actually watching one of the James Bond movies, and I can't technically pause it, so I have to mute it in order to do this. But anyways, so it's basically about the concept of this family basically doing the best they can to stay quiet so that way they won't get killed, is handled just in a very beautiful way. And the way they kind of do it is they have, it's like, the best thing about this film is like the way they try their hardest to be so quiet. And I think the way they do that is just very beautiful and very well done, as the littlest details you can sense are just so cool. Like, when they're not wearing shoes, it's just impactful, as in our town, we always have to wear shoes, and it's kind of shocking that people in this world don't wear shoes. Because shoes make noise, so they can't do that. Or when they're eating dinner, they can't use plates, they can't use silverware, so they have to find other ways. And then as they're praying, it's like, this is kind of like something, like it feels like something that it feels like something would happen like this if it actually did happen. So I think that's actually a pretty cool part about it. And also, I think that it has a bit of a cool arc when you kind of go into it. Especially with the little girl, with the deaf girl, as she's the reason that her little brother, one of her little brothers, got killed. And I think that arc kind of, I really like that arc for her in the film. Likewise, it also kind of elevates her because her hearing thing is the weakness of these monsters, which I just really liked how it actually played in the weakness of the monsters, which I'm very excited how that's gonna play out in the second film. Well, if I see it next weekend. Sorry, I'm probably not. I'm still debating whether I'm gonna see Cruella or A Quiet Place 2 in the theater. But anyways, so and also there's just so many things in this movie with what they do with the concept that is just so good. And what I mean by that is, like, the girl Emily Blunt is having a baby, and it's like, this is crazy. But I think they kind of do this in clever ways, as in order for her to get her time to scream, they have to blow fireworks so that way they could get the monster away so she could scream. They do all these clever things with people to get stuff so they can protect their family, and I think that they just do it in such clever ways. Also, the music is fantastic. It almost reminds me of some sort of MCU movie for some reason, like the music, not the film, the music. So overall, it has a lot of great stuff in this film. But now, let's move on to the bad. So the first problem I really have with this movie is that besides some talking scenes, there's not much talking in this movie. But, you know, as the concept goes, as they have to be quiet in order to stay safe, there's not much talking in the movie. And I think that kind of lowers it down. Well, I mean, it doesn't lower it down it doesn't lower it down, like, badly, but because it has John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, who are two very famous actors, it just kind of hurts the movie, as two famous actors aren't really talking in the movie. So, but their performances in the movie are great, but they're not talking very much, so that kind of bums it down a little bit. And also, I don't, even though the monsters aren't really, they're not really here to see what the monsters are like. Granted, monsters like this, movie monsters in general, they're not meant to have these character arcs. They're not meant to be the foreshadowing character of the story. They're just there to keep the story moving forward and have the thrills and scares. They're not meant to be so likable characters. So, but still, I wanted to have a history of how these monsters came into this town and, like, how this all happened. But still, I really wish we could have gotten that. But still, this is a very good movie, and I really like this movie. It's probably my favorite of the non-new release films I've seen in May so far. But yeah, that's my thoughts on A Quiet Place. Before I give you my scores, be sure to tell me down below, what do you guys think about A Quiet Place? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Or right there in between? Let's get some nice discussions going. With that said, let's get on with my scores. Alright, so that is it for my A Quiet Place review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram name is Marvel6, and my TikTok name is Marvel1Fan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my About section so you can follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's the same name as my Instagram, Marvel_6_, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.